Hello everyone, my name's M-Star and welcome to another M-Star gaming tutorial. In this tutorial we're on Elder Scrolls Online this time, and I'm on the European server. So in this tutorial I'm going to talk about leveling up your Legerdermain. So if you're new to ESO and you're wondering what the benefits are of leveling up your Legerdermain skill line, then this is the tutorial for you. So I'm just going to go options. I've already unlocked my Legerdermain, so there's several ways you can do this. You can go and pick a locked chest, or you can pickpocket someone, or you can go to the Thieves Guild and you can launder items. So I'll just show you the Legerdermain skill line, which I unlocked earlier. Picking a lockbox, there it is. So the first skill will be improved hiding. The next skill will be light fingers, so I talked about pickpocketing people. And then the next skill line is trafficker, so this is what we want to focus on. And then the locksmith, so remember I was talking about I unlocked a chest with lockpicks. And then kickback, I don't really worry about this, reduces bounties you're willing to pay to the guards and fences by 10%. So the purpose of this tutorial, this is the question I get all the time on ESO. I've been playing this for 6 years, and this is the question I get all the time. Everyone asks me, how come you got so many materials? So I'm on the European server, but on the North American server, I have so many materials, and I'm going to show you why and how I get so many materials. Okay. So I've only just started on this account. Look how many materials I've got. So you're going to need ESO Plus would be a big benefit for you. I'm just going to go all the way down to provisioning, and you're going to see why I have so many materials. Okay, there it is. Look at that. I've only just started playing on the European server. Okay. So on the American server, because that was the one I normally play on, there'd be like 10,000 of all these different items, and I'm about to show in this tutorial how I got all that and level up. So the next thing I'm going to show you, we're going to go options, inventory. You want to level up. So I've got 13 out of 80 spaces. So I went to a pack merchant, and you want to level that up as much as you want. For the tutorial, I just went to 80. That'll do. 100 is good. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're in a location called Daggerfell. I'm just going to zoom right out, and this is Glenumbria. And then we're going to zoom in, and this is the way shrine you want to start at. Okay. And where we're going is this location here. There's 2 ships here. Okay, we're going to make our way there. So like I said before, my Legerdermain is 1, and I'm going to show you how to level it up. So this is where all the guild traders are, if you need to purchase anything in Glenumbria. Okay, and this is where the docks are, and these are the 2 ships. Okay, so we're going to start on the one on the left. Okay, so we're just going to make our way to the left. So like I said, if you want to get into crafting, and you want like an endless supply of materials, then this is the tutorial. Okay, so we've got flour here, honey. Okay, we've got a book here. So I've never been here before with this character. This is like a level 11, brand new character, level 11. Okay, bananas. And we want to loot the crates. So because I've got a craft bag, everything goes into the craft bag. If you don't have ESO Plus, then this will be a little bit more difficult. Okay, so we've got 1, 2 NPCs here. So the first thing we want to do, and there's a third one here. Okay. So this is the one we've got to watch out for. And in the previous tutorial, I showed you how to unlock the Dark Brotherhood skill line. And in this tutorial, you're going to understand why. Okay, so we're going to let it get up the ramp. And then we're just going to crouch. So we don't want to pickpocket her at all. No. So we want to use the Blade of Woe. Take her out. And see that? I just picked up stolen items. And that's the purpose of this tutorial. Okay, so we want to take him out. And we want to take him out. The reason why these 3 NPCs need to be taken out with the Blade of Woe is we want to loot everything here without anyone seeing, okay? Okay, so if they were aware and you got caught, you'll get a bounty. We don't want that, okay? Okay, so we want to loot as many items as we can. Okay, so down here, this is where your provisioning will be, down here on the Lydia. Okay, and what we want to do here, guys, we want to loot everything, okay? As much as you can. Go to first person if you want. Okay, so I'm after all the provisioning items, okay? That's what I'm after here. Because I want to help out my crafter. And in here you got the white meat, the pork. Don't want to worry about bread. Look at that, we've got a Thieves Trove, okay? So if you haven't unlocked the Thieves Guild, this is how you do it. So you just take that and there you go, just unlock the Thieves Guild, okay? So with the Thieves Guild, we just go options, collections, stories. Want to make sure that's unlocked. Alright. Got some beats. Alright, so now we're going to go upstairs. Now this is where I got all my motifs. When I first started playing this game, this is where I got all my motifs when I was playing the game. And it's pure RNG, so you're not guaranteed, but in this trunk, okay, there you go, just got a blueprint. So I may not get a motif, but we'll see how we go. Okay, and you want to learn that, okay, especially if you're a crafter. So if you're on your crafted character, you want to learn this. Okay, and you want to loot everything here. Okay, and then that's it. That's everything in here. Oh, there's the dresser. Okay, and then we're going to go across. Okay, so remember how I took out all those 3 NPCs? So now you can loot these without being caught and getting a bounty. Okay. So, yep, they're still dead. Cool. Alright, so what we're trying to do, we're trying to loot as many items to fill up that, we want 80 out of 80 inventory. Okay, so we want to loot everything here. So to make this easy, just make sure you got auto loot on. So if you go options, go down to options, gameplay. consolidate area loot, auto loot on, and then you can auto loot stolen items. Okay. The only time people will have that turned off is if they want to pick what items to loot. I don't care. I'm trying to level up my Legerdermain, so I want auto loot stolen items on. Okay, so we're going to go over to the other side, to the other ships, because there's 2 ships here. Okay, the NPCs just respawned. Okay, so we want to loot them again. So all I'm trying to do here is fill up my inventory, okay? That's all I'm trying to do. Okay, so we're not going to worry about her. Now we're going to the other side. Okay, now on the right hand side, as you're looking out to the ships, there's only one NPC for you to worry about here. When you take this guy out, if you turn around, no one there's going to see you, okay? So you don't have to stress. So we don't want to pickpocket him, but what we do want to do is loot him. Loot his corpse. Loot everything here. Okay. You want to loot everything here. Okay, so down here is where all the provisioning gear is, so we're going to go down there. Okay, and then we want to loot everything here. Awesome. It just said my inventory's full. That is exactly what I wanted. Great. That's awesome. Okay, now that my inventory's full, so we'll hold it there for the looting. Then we want to make our way back to... So this is the docks, and where I want to go is the Outlaw Refuge in Daggerfell. Okay. Okay, now we're here. Where we want to go is to the fence. I'll just bring it up on my map. There's a fence there. There's a fence there. There's a banker there. There's a guild trader there. And then there's a general goods merchant where you can sell your stuff to. Okay, so this is the fence here. Okay, so this is where we're going to be leveling up our Legerdermain, okay? So when we go in, so the things that I sell is this sort of stuff. Okay. Now, because I want to be a crafter, I want to help out my crafter. This isn't my crafter, this is my tank. I want to launder these items for crafting, okay? Then I want to tab across to sell this junk. Now that's a crafting material, so I want to launder that. Provisioning, okay? So as I said, see, and I've already gone to Legerdermain too, okay? Okay, so I've maxed out there. So what we want to do, we want to tab across to sell. And we want to sell everything else. We want to get the 50 out of 50. That's our goal here. Okay. Look at that, Legerdermain 3, stop right there. Okay, so we just hit Legerdermain 3. So we've gone from Legerdermain 1 to Legerdermain 3, and I haven't even maxed out my launder daily limit. Okay, so The next skill I want to unlock, which is important for what we're doing here, is called the Trafficker. So I'm just going to select it. The Trafficker increases the number of fence interactions you can use each day by 120%. So that's the purpose of this tutorial. Why I'm looting everything is because I'm trying to level this up. But if you want to get into crafting, it is so important that you do this method so that way you have an endless supply of provisioning materials. So now when we go back to the fence, then when we tab across to the launder, now we can launder the rest of these items. Okay? So we've gone from 50 to 110 daily capacity. Now as for the treasure items, I want to sell them, so I want to tab across to the sell. And there you go. Okay. So now that we're at 110, we can go back to the ship and continue looting everything. Okay, so that NPC's respawned, so I want to crouch down. If you look behind, there's no one behind you. So we want to take him out again. Okay, so you don't have the crouch because there's no NPCs to catch you stealing. Okay, so we didn't quite get everything below, so let's go back down the bottom. Let's try and max out our inventory again. So this resets like every hour or something like that. So if you had multiple characters, you could probably just park them in here and just rotate through and max out your Legerdermain. Your interactions every day. Okay. So what I'm after is provisioning stuff. Okay. Let me pull this up. So the only item I'm looking for here is the potato. Okay, potato on that. Plenty of apples. Okay, and then we got some white meat there. Don't worry about the bread. Okay, so this time we're going to go upstairs and try and see if there's any motifs this time. Okay, so we're going to start over here. So just remember, we took out the NPC over there, so we can loot everything up top without being caught. Okay, now we're going to go inside. Okay, RNG wasn't on our side for the motif there. That's alright. Okay, let's try our luck on the other side. So loot that. Oh, okay, so we just got another pattern. Let's have a look. So we just got another one. Okay, I don't know this one. Okay, so even though it's stolen, you could still learn it. Okay, so we've got a recipe there. Okay, I don't know that recipe, so I might as well learn that. There's no point in laundering that if you can learn it. They just freed up our inventory space. Okay, sorry about that, guys. There's no motifs on this run. Like I said, it's pure RNG. Okay, so we're just going to make our way back to the Outlaw Refuge. So we want to make our way back to the fence. Okay, so we want to sell, so we can sell. So I've already sold 52 items out of 110. I'm just going to go down to something that's worth a bit more. There we go. I want to get rid of all this stuff. Okay, so I want to max out my launder. All these crafting materials, and now all the provisioning. Okay, we just got our Legerdermain up to 4. Okay, so now it's maxed out, okay? So I can't do any more. So now I want to go to sell. And I don't want to sell this stuff because I want to launder it tomorrow. And I'll probably save the lockpicks. So that's it for the tutorial, guys. So just a quick recap. So we're just going to go options, skills. So in this tutorial, I showed you how to unlock the Thieves Guild. So we'll just go down. So there's the Thieves Guild unlocked. Okay. So it's RNG with those Thieves treasure troves on the ship. So sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. So if you haven't unlocked it and you see one, you can grab the items out of it, and then you can launder it to help level up your Legerdermain. So while we're here, I'll just go through the Thieves Guild real quick. So Finders Keepers, that was the achievement we got. Then you got Swiftly Forgotten. Okay, so that's decrease the heat on your bounty. Haggling, stolen items sold at a fence with 2% more does not apply to laundering. So these go hand in hand, the Thieves Guild and the Legerdermain. So that's why it's good to have both in the tutorial. Clemency. So when a guard accuses you, says it costs. Okay. You may use clemency once per day. I don't worry about that. I always run away. Timely escape. When you have a bounty and you are in combat, you have a chance to spot a free footpad in a town with a refuge. Interacting with the footpad will transport the player safely into the nearest refuge. I never worried about this sort of stuff. And then Veil of Shadows, decrease the detection range of witnesses and guards by 10%. Witnesses and guards are thus less likely to notice criminal actions. Okay. And then going back to the Legerdermain. Okay. So we went from Legerdermain 1 to Legerdermain 4. Okay. In one go. Okay, so for that to reset, you just got to wait 24 hours, and then you can rinse and repeat the method I just showed you in the tutorial. Okay, and then what you want to do is you want to max out your trafficker. and obviously the more interactions, so the next interaction will be 140%. So the more interactions you have, the more items you can launder. Okay. So that's it for the Legerdermain and Thieves Guild guide. My name's M-Star from M-Star Gaming. If you're new to ESO and you wanted to get into crafting and not quite sure how to get your provisioning up, how to get provisioning items pretty effortlessly, hopefully you found this tutorial helpful. My name's M-Star from M-Star Gaming. If you found the tutorial helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button to help support the channel, and I'll see you on the next tutorial. Thank you and goodbye.